Imagine hope as a ship navigating the vast ocean of life. It promises to guide us to the shores of our dreams, but what if this very ship is steering us into a storm? Or this: ever hoped for something so fervently that it began to distort your perception of reality? Here lies the profound wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy not just of thought, but of action. It serves as the compass that helps us distinguish between the lighthouse of realistic aspirations and the mirage of misguided optimism. It warns us about the dangers of the distortions we create for ourselves. It encourages us to see the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. As Seneca said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This video will examine the importance of understanding hope and transforming it from passive hope into active engagement, whether to make us stronger, calm us down, start loving our fate, or just come back to reality as we once knew it. We'll explore how Stoic principles can turn hope into a catalyst for action, not a pillow for complacency. Let's begin. Your hope is passive wishing and inaction. Have you ever found yourself lost in a daydream where hope is like a leaf adrift on the wind, tossed about by the whims of fate? Imagine that leaf, carried aimlessly, its journey dictated not by its own volition, but by the erratic breezes of circumstance. This is hope when it's merely a passive wish, a longing for the world to magically align with your desires. It's like wishing upon a star without building a rocket to reach it. Doesn't such hope feel like standing on the sidelines of your own life, watching the game unfold without ever touching the ball? But what if I told you that in the grand theater of life, Stoicism hands you a script where hope plays a different role? Picture hope not as a leaf, but as a skilled sailor steering his vessel through tumultuous seas. Stoicism teaches us that hope should be an active force, a captain charting its course, grounded in the sturdy ship of reality and personal effort. It whispers in our ears, "You are the sculptor of your destiny, chiseling away at the marble of circumstance." True hope, in the Stoic sense, is like fuel in the engine of action. It's the spark that ignites the fire of initiative, pushing you to develop the strength, wisdom, and character needed to navigate the world as it truly is. It doesn't just cast a comforting glow over a challenging reality. It lights a torch for you to see the path ahead, illuminating ways to adapt and overcome. It encourages you to ask, "What can I do right now to turn my situation around?" rather than, "Why aren't things going my way?" If your hope feels more like a comfortable blanket lulling you into passivity, it's time to shake off the slumber. Wake up and align it with a more constructive, engaging approach. Let's not forget the words of Seneca. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. So, dare to transform your hope into action. Be the sailor, not the leaf. Be the sculptor, not the bystander. Engage with life and let your hope be the active force that propels you forward, not the passive dream that holds you back. You hope to change the uncontrollable. Ever found yourself clinging to the fragile branches of hope, much like a leaf quivering at the mercy of a strong wind? This, indeed, is another sign of misplaced hope. What's worse is that we don't just cling to this hope, but use it to try to change the uncontrollable too. This results directly in its close cousin, the next sign we will discuss: anxiety. Picture this. Hope, when placed in the external world, in career achievements, in the actions of others, or the unpredictable tides of global events, is like building a castle on shifting sands. What happens when the tide comes in? The castle crumbles, and with it, so does your sense of peace. Think about it. Why would we anchor our happiness in the unpredictable, in the realm we cannot control? Stoicism, my dear viewers, draws a bold line in the sand. On one side, what we control, our thoughts, perceptions, and actions. On the other, the vast sea of external events, the actions of others, the outcomes that we cannot predict or change. Misguided hope, like a sailor lost at sea, often sets its course towards these externals, only to find turbulent waters and stormy skies. Imagine, for a moment, the emotional roller coaster you board when you invest your emotional well-being in these uncontrollables. It's a ride that often ends in disappointment and frustration, a sense of helplessness as you're tossed and turned by the capricious whims of fate. You become, in essence, a puppet whose strings are pulled by an unseen hand. The wisdom of Stoicism illuminates a different path. Redirect your hope towards the internals, it says, your virtues, responses, and decisions. Here, hope transforms into a powerful tool for inner resilience and growth. It's like planting a tree in fertile soil, roots deep and strong, unshaken by the storms above. Embrace this shift, from a dependency on the external world to a cultivation of inner strength and adaptability. Recognize that true change, like a river, starts from within and flows outward. This approach fosters a more stable, fulfilling sense of hope, rooted not in the shifting sands of external events, but in the bedrock of personal agency and self-improvement. In the wise words of the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. So I urge you, choose to focus on what you can control. Build your castle on the solid ground of internal virtues and watch as it withstands the test of time and tide. Your hope hinders your inner peace. Have you ever felt like a sailor navigating a storm, your peace of mind tossed about by the unpredictable waves of external circumstances? This, my friends, is the close cousin we talked about previously, a relentless cycle of anxiety and unrest. When your hope clings to the unpredictable, like the outcomes of events or the whims of others, it's like building a house deep within the ocean, only to be flushed out of it every night. Can you feel the waves bringing you ashore? This kind of hope is a hungry beast, feasting on your peace of mind, leaving you dependent on a world that dances to its own unpredictable rhythm. Now, imagine this. What if you could be the master of your own ship, steering calmly through life's storms? This is the Stoic's way, where hope is an anchor, not a sail thrown to the winds. The Stoic whispers, place your trust not in the fickle hands of fate, but in the strength of your own character. It's like planting your feet firmly on solid ground, where the quakes of external disappointments cannot shake you. Does it not seem wiser to build your emotional home on the rock of your own virtues? Consider this. When you turn your gaze inwards, focusing on what you can control, your actions, your responses, your virtues, hope transforms. It becomes a guiding star, not a mirage. It's a source of empowerment, not anxiety. Can you feel the difference? It's the warmth of a fire on a cold night, the steadfast lighthouse guiding you home. Let's take a leaf out of the Stoic's book. Hope, when rooted in the internal, becomes a bastion of tranquility. It's a shift in perspective, a powerful change from hoping for to hoping in. Instead of chaining your well-being to the unpredictable external world, why not anchor it in the rich soil of your inner strengths? Here, hope is not a disruptor but a harmonizer, aligning your journey towards serenity like a symphony, where each note resonates with the calm confidence of self-reliance. So, I ask you, isn't it time to redefine hope, to turn it from a source of unrest into a foundation of peace? Your hope makes you resist your fate. Let's dive deeper into this, shall we? Imagine life as a vast, turbulent sea. Misplaced hope is like trying to steer a fragile boat against the mighty current, isn't it? You struggle, paddle furiously, but the waves of reality keep pushing back, unyielding and relentless. This is a vivid metaphor for the turmoil that misplaced hope can bring into our lives. It's like battling the ocean itself, a futile endeavor that only leads to exhaustion and despair. But what happens when we shift our perspective, embracing the Stoic virtue of amor fati? Picture this. Instead of fighting the waves, you adjust your sails, aligning your boat with the natural flow of the sea. It's a dance with destiny, where every wave, whether gentle or rough, becomes part of a grander melody of existence. Do you see the difference? It's about transforming resistance into acceptance, discord into harmony. Now, consider this. Why do we cling to the oars of futile hope when we can harness the winds of fate? The Stoics would urge us to release our grip on the oars of resistance and spread our sails to catch the winds of acceptance. This isn't about surrendering to fate. It's about finding strength in alignment. It's about acknowledging that life's challenges are not obstacles, but stepping stones on the path to wisdom and inner peace. Embrace the ebbs and flows, my friends. Let's not be sailors who curse the sea for its unpredictability, but adventurers who find joy in riding its waves. This is the Stoic way, a celebration of life in all its unpredictable beauty. Let's align our hope with the rhythm of existence, turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth, every setback into a lesson in resilience. Remember, as Seneca once said, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials. Let us affirm together, we will not fear the storms of life, for they are but teachers in disguise. We will love our fate, for it is the canvas upon which our life's masterpiece is painted. Let our hope be a beacon, not a chain, guiding us through life's voyage with wisdom, courage, and a heart full of Stoic grace. You hope to avoid hardships. You're in a boat, navigating the unpredictable waters of life. Now ask yourself, is your hope a sturdy sail, guiding you through the storm, or is it a tattered one, leaving you adrift in the face of adversity? This is the essence of misplaced hope versus true hope. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Misplaced hope is like a fragile vessel made of delusion, incapable of withstanding life's tempestuous waves. It whispers sweet nothings of a calm sea and clear skies, but alas, when the gales of reality blow, it crumbles. You're left unprepared, bewildered by the ferocity of life's trials. This is not the path of the Stoic. Now, let's turn our gaze towards true hope, the kind that Stoicism advocates. It's the robust ship, built with the sturdy wood of realism and resilience. This hope doesn't promise you a voyage free from storms. Instead, it equips you with the strength to face them. It acknowledges that life's waters are often rough, but in that turbulence lies the opportunity for growth and learning. True hope urges you to embrace these hardships, not as cruel twists of fate, but as invaluable lessons. It's the guiding light that shows you that within every challenge lies a chance to strengthen your character, to forge your resilience. It's the voice that says, yes, these waters are rough, but you have the strength to navigate through them. So, as you sail through life, ask yourself, is your hope a shield that guards you against the delusion of an easy journey, or is it a sword that arms you with courage and resilience? Choose wisely, for the sea of life spares no one, but with true hope as your compass, you can weather any storm. As we conclude this journey, find meaning in the time you spent here contemplating hope by hitting that like button. And as a symbol of your commitment to change, subscribe to join the community where wisdom isn't just shared, but lived, to help us create powerful stuff. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, the gentle chime of a Stoic philosopher, reminding you to return to this space of learning and growth. Each like, each subscription, each notification is a step towards a collective awakening. Let the words of the great Marcus Aurelius resonate within you. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Remember, hope without action is like a tree without roots. It may appear alive, but it cannot grow, cannot thrive. So, rise up, take the oar of agency, and row with the vigor of a Stoic adept. Let each stroke be a testament to your commitment to transforming passive wishing into dynamic action.